I love the Star Wars bar scene. There's never been a better scene in a film.
I'm going to come up with 10 that are better than that scene by next week.
All right.
When do we see Dave's list of 10 better scenes than the Star Wars bar scene? Fantastic episode, boys. Loving the show.
You are watching Generation Exile.
So in the comments, a late commenter in the PSA game, Hook Finn, asks, when do we see Dave's list of 10 better scenes than the Star Wars bar scene?
Yes, someone called you out on that.
Oh, shit.
And then fantastic episode, boys. Loving the show.
Did you curate?
Yeah, I put together a list. I will offer it now.
Oh, wait. Could we vote on whether we agree with you?
Yeah, if you like.
Okay. Mike, you
And offer substitutes, perhaps?
Mike, thumbs up, thumbs down on Dave.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me.
I mean,
not for me.
Wait, the criteria has to be better than the Star Wars barroom scene. So that's what the measurement is.
Right.
So, number one, and this is in no particular order. This is just as I could come up with them. I've been thinking on it for a long time.
Okay.
So,
Excellent.
number one, How Am I Funny from Goodfellas.
Agree.
Do I amuse you like a clown?
Yeah.
All right, listen.
It's a better scene because you still have diversity of character, but there's, I think, a sustained dramatic tension paired simultaneously with comedy that brings kind of, it's like a chord versus the note of that is the Cantina scene. Because it is kind of one note.
Also, it's early in the film, and you only know about Tommy's reputation. And then all of a sudden, you don't know if he's a fucking psychopath, and this whole thing is going to explode. And that release at the end of it, of laughter, is, I mean, I remember feeling that release.
Listen.
Because I was tense during that.
Listen.
Yeah, you think
That
the audience is going to get fucked up.
Cantina scene, I was like, look, there's a sphincter playing pan flute.
Look, that movie was good, fellas, but nobody is comparing.
Give me a second to fix my lighting in here.
Yeah, what are you in a cave?
Yeah, you got.
Come on,
You've got the moonlighting. Where's that train? Where's that train again?
So, listen, Goodfellas is in my top one movie. It's like my favorite movie ever made. So, I cannot bash Goodfellas, not a frame of it. However, if somebody were to compare a life happening to a scene from a film, they're more apt to say, oh, this is like the Star Wars bar scene, than they are to say, this is like that time where Tommy pretended he was angry. So I'm going to say no.
Okay, so are you suggesting that the value of a scene is in its referenceability in everyday life and not perhaps its cinematic contributions to art?
Yeah. Get out of here, Scorsese.
Yeah. By the way, we reference Goodfellas very regularly in this house.
I mean, your wife's name is Karen. How could you not?
Thank you. But just this week,
I needed that, Karen.
We had one dog going this way and one dog going that way. And then I was like, hey, what do you want from me? There are lots of reference touchstones in Goodfellas, and you know what? It achieves a level of art, and that the Cantina scene, as great as it is, falls a little bit shy of. So if we're just talking empirically, I'm going to be very attentive to artistic value and sense of permanence and context within the film.
See,
and I'm gonna have
this guy gets it.
I'm gonna have to give that an absolutely is better than the Cantina scene in Star Wars. Cantina scene's very fun.
Yeah.
One for yes. We got one yes, one no. All right. Number two, the baptism montage from The Godfather.
Absolutely.
Jeremy's a thumbs down. Mike is a thumbs up.
Most certainly, a seminal to filmmaking. What film student doesn't parse that scene down and admire it? It's one of the greatest scenes of all time.
Disagree. First of all, I love The Godfather. It's in my top 10 films. I think actually Godfather 2 is the stronger of the Godfathers. Both brilliant, but the second one I think is the better one. But I mean, listen, there's all sorts of fantastic film techniques we could talk about. Heck, we could talk about the baby carriage coming down the steps and the Untouchables, and we can talk about, the baby
No, we can't because that's not on my list.
the baby coming down the steps and like the Odessa steps or whatever, the original baby carriage coming down the steps.
Right.
There are for sure, Citizen Kane has at least 10 innovative camera moves. But I'm sorry, I cannot give some sort of well-edited montage the same gestalt that you get when you enter Cantina and see these creatures of all stripes, having a drink, which is so.
Keep going, Jared. I'm just background noise. I
just want to go in and get a kind of Guinness.
All right. I sense that was annoying.
No, it was great.
All right, so number 3.
Number 3.
The boat ride from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
That's close. That's like almost a this. Because it is like a reference point, I think, that people think about, but not as much as the barroom scene in Star Wars. So I'm going to give it down. I mean,
I almost had him.
Yeah, almost. I was here, but then I remembered. No, it's so it's such a memorable, incredibly odd turn for a children's film. But it sort of bites you in the tuchus like Roald Dahl's kind of brutal realism did in his books. That adults could be jerk-offs and that there's evil in the world, and the director sort of upheld that. So I do applaud it. It's a great film. No remake has come close to that original, but I'm sorry.
No, they just continually shit on the Wonka legend.
Yes.
I'm gonna give it a thumbs down too, just because I'm not loving that scene all that much from Willy Wonka. I'm not saying it's awful. It's it's great, but I think Cantina scene is in many ways better.
All right.
I mean, just think about Arlisle Schaus with the little beady red eyes and the wolf head in that bar. I mean, can you compare that to Slugworth and the chicken and the boat?
That's a real character from the Cantina scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. You don't remember the wolf head with the little red beady eyes?
Demonic look on Gene Wilder's eyes and his hair and just the top hat and the lights flashing across his face and that grin that he's so good in that scene. He's so good in that scene.
But is he as good as Bolo?
He built a whole career on his screaming ability, but that was his best scream in that scene.
Was he as good as Bolo, the henchman of Jabba, who stood on the left side of the bar in the background wearing some sort of turbanish headdress? Was he as good as that guy? Because that guy,
I would argue he was better.
Was also in the bar.
All right.
Continue.
Number 4. Jack Nicholson orders breakfast in 5 easy pieces. I mean, Jeremy, if you're looking at reference ability, who's not ordering weird stuff at a diner or like being subject to weird rules at a diner?
I agree with you, but I just don't see it as sort of broadly, referenced. It's among film elite and film enthusiasts like yourself and myself for sure. But I can't see like middle America Joe the plumber referencing 5 easy pieces as much as he would be like, oh, you liberal assholes are like the bar scene in Star Wars,
Yeah, well, that's a valid argument for your concern about referenceability. Then I still think that whole basis is nonsense and twaddle, but that's just me.
I have to confess, I'm not super. I know the scene, but I'm not super familiar with it.
It's not even that great a scene. It is just such a memorable sort of like, it's enjoyable, and it was an otherwise.
I recall it being movie. Rich in character, very enjoyable, and certainly flushing out a lot about the character when you read between the lines. Is it better than the Cantina scene?
No,
I don't think so.
Look,
Sorry.
nothing came from that diner scene that we haven't seen in that.
I have one in mind.
I agree with you guys. I'm gonna withdraw that from my list.
I have a suggested replacement though, but I want to save it in case it's one of your scenes coming up.
What about?
Well, I mean, in my desperate attempt to win at least half the audience back, I'm skipping ahead to number 6, which is Alec Baldwin's monologue in Glengarry Glen Ross.
Never a finer film monologue, that's for sure. But is it the iconic?
Is it my friend doesn't like you?
Do we see any lightsabers?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, think about the Star Wars bar for a second. You had Dominic Jericho. He's like a human mutant hybrid who is vaping. This is before vaping even existed. He had this long, skinny vape pen, and he's in the bar like, what, me? I mean, this is like, he predicted the future with the bar scene. What future was predicted by Alec Baldwin of the steak knives? None. I stand by the Star Wars bar. Sorry, Glengarry. Not for
predicted
sale.
the brass balls that I got for myself after I saw that movie.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
It's Mike. Did you weigh in?
Yeah. Well, my weigh in is thumbs up. Better scene than Cantina. More important scene.
All right.
I'm gonna go to George Lucas's house and not bring in you guys.
I don't want to hang out with George Lucas. Dude has tried to ruin Star Wars so many times.
One hit wonder, George Lucas.
You're gonna go over. It's like, actually, Luke was gonna fuck Leia, but after they were brother and sister, it was the whole thing.
Yes.
I'm thinking of digitally inserting that.
Ew, wait a minute, digitally?
Yeah, that's how we do.
All right, go on.
Number 5. This is a personal favorite. I guess this is number 6 because I did number 6 is number 5. So this is number 6. But personal favorite, nothing you can say can dissuade me from this. It might be my favorite 11 minutes in all of cinema. It's the opening 11 minutes to Raising Arizona.
Oh.
Up until the credits roll. Yeah.
I don't remember it that well. I got to be honest.
Oh, it's the Coen brothers' finest opening sequence, I guess.
It's their best movie, I still think. I mean, that's my favorite.
Really?
That's their best. Yeah.
Their best movie.
I watch it constantly.
Nicolas Cage in his weirdest role, John Goodman and that other fine character actor, terrific. This is and I know Holly Hunter. Holly Hunter is top notch. Just the everything's working for that movie.
The scene that I would want to add in the top 10 is.
He didn't give us his list.
No,
I'm finished.
I wasn't going to reveal it just yet.
Okay.
I was just going to say
right.
It happens to be from a Coen Brothers film. A different Coen Brothers.
Okay.
Sorry, I wouldn't mean to jump down your throat.
Jesus, guys.
I would like to try and guess that.
And I don't know if you have another Coen Brothers film on your list, but if you don't, I would feel comfortable.
I don't out of pure fairness,
right?
But I mean, I could make a list of 10 Coen Brothers scenes.
I know,
that I think are better.
I know, and I wonder if your favorite is the one I'm thinking of. What would be
any of them have a?
If that's your favorite Coen Brothers scene, first 10 minutes of Raising Arizona. What's your second favorite Coen Brothers scene?
I mean, do any of them have Figure and Dawn?
Well, I immediately think of
Jeremy's still on the Cantina scene. Honestly, you're recalling the Cantina scene with a precision I would expect only from our friend Chris.
Listen,
whose action figure collection adorned every inch of his walls.
I told you I would go to the toy store and buy little figurines. Perhaps I bought Figure and Dan and the Modal Notes, the full band, little baldies at the bandstand. Anyway, sorry, Dave, you were saying.
Oh, I was going to say if it was my next Coen Brothers scene off the top of my head would be Javier Bardem's coin toss in No Country for Old Men.
I can cross that off.
Which I didn't like.
No?
I mean, the coin toss is fine. That's not a Coen Brothers film that I loved or liked or even would watch again.
Really?
Oh, wow.
I would throw that with
that one.
Barton Pink was the other one that I didn't love.
You of all people, Jerry.
That Barton Fink is harder to love for sure.
It's like a sleepy
Barton
film.
Fink.
I wasn't even.
Yeah, I wasn't
even a big fan of the dude in that one.
Oh, you should revisit that.
Yeah.
I would strongly encourage you to revisit No Country for Old Men too.
Yeah, I agree with Mike. When I first saw that, I had to pause it because my heart was racing.
Oh.
Like it was so tense. And I was like, and I became aware that my heart was racing, and I had to pause it and like get a drink of water and just chill the fuck out.
Right.
But yeah, it's a very visceral movie. It just like starts and then never stops.
Yeah.
And then that beautiful ending.
And Javier Bardem is just unbelievable. I think it's one of the most amazing films I've ever seen him do. And I loved the Lucy movie. That was great. But what's the most you've ever lost on a coin toss?
Milky, I'm home.
Next is from Steamboat Bill Jr., the Buster Keaton movie, When the House Falls.
Oh, come on now. Now you're just now.
That's
film class or something.
No. That's amazing what he did.
No one's taking that away from him, but like people are not like, oh, this is like When the House Fell on Buster Keaton. Hey, it missed me.
I am.
Maybe you're hanging out in tornado country. I don't know, because I would take the work of Greedo, the green guy with the big black eyes, standing there in his.
Oh, I know who Greedo is.
Standing there in his vest, looking menacing, before Buster Keaton and some parlor trick at the house. Any day, a big thumbs down on that one.
No, save it for film class, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
10 minutes earlier.
What film student doesn't parse that scene down and admire it? It's one of the greatest scenes of all time. Was that the guy from the Cantina scene? Professor Boo?
No, that would be Dr. What was his name? Dr. Cornelius Evazan, the guy with the pastrami on his face who says, I don't like you. But
wait, what is his name?
Dr. Cornelius Evazan? Why?
That's amazing that you know that.
From the home planet of Alaskan?
It's amazing that he has a fucking name. Why does he even have a name?
Just looking at the fucking website, guys. Listen, I love the scene, but I'm not fucking crazy.
Well, no, that was impressive. I thought you knew all
this
from Dead Reckoning.
I mean, Greedo, maybe.
Yeah, Greedo. I was like, all right, now we're talking my language. I know
but
Greedo.
I was naming people who were in like the hallway.
I know.
You remember the guy in the hallway when the crane goes by? His name and what country he's from? That's why it's iconic, guys.
Oh, man. Touche, Mr. Newberger. Mr. Newberger got us, Dave.
I thought for sure someone was gonna be like, you like reading?
No,
I
was too wrapped up in my own opinion.
You had your list you had to get through. You were focused.
And I just thought in the ensuing years you became a lot more like Chris than I ever expected.
I thought that was going to be my tell. Like, I'm not our friend Chris who had every figurine, and I certainly didn't collect Star Wars.
But it's not like Jeremy's not constantly giving us movie trivia of like arcane facts and people we've never heard of.
True that.
So
it was
totally.
It was a lot of credibility.
I have a uncanny knack of film history that is the actors and directors who played the parts, but I don't know character names for shit. I couldn't tell you the Lord of the Ring people's names. I barely could get through the Star Wars names other than the principals. And for sure, there's no franchise. I mean, Harry Potter. You remember a spell name? I don't remember a single spell in that movie.
Yeah, you couldn't even count to 1,500 in Monopoly. So
I didn't even know that was the amount.
Even though you said it.
Yes, accidentally. All All right, we can't go back into Monopoly. We have like 5 episodes about Monopoly.
I know.
Yeah.
Unless we get like a Parker Brothers, sponsorship. Put that on ice for a few weeks.
Then we'll talk. We'll do a whole Monopoly episode.
Right, a whole episode.
Yeah.
Things we didn't discuss.
No, it was a very funny diversion. Dave, I'm dying to see what other scenes.
Yeah, what's at the end of your list? You got 3 more,
reckon are better than Cantina.
3 more. The firecracker scene in Boogie Nights.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, you're naming like movie scenes that I love and that are iconic. I 100% agree with every film, but for 1 or 2 on that list as being like great, memorable films. I don't know that like maybe like smart, sort of with it film knowledgeable friend will make a joke like, wow, this is like throwing the firecrackers from Boogie Nights, and people will get it and love him for his film references. But I don't think that's like the woman at Wallbaum's on like aisle 9 pulling toilet tissue in her cart. She's not going to know that reference. But if I said, oh, the bar Star Wars, she'll be like, oh yeah, I remember Dr. Cornelius Evazon.
I saw Boogie Nights probably twice in my lifetime. Loved it both times, but for the life of me, I can't recall specifically what the firecracker scene was.
Dave,
I just had a major cramp, like an old man.
Oh no!
Stretch.
Oh,
you know what
stretch it
scene
out,
I
brother.
like? You know what scene I like better in Boogie Nights?
What?
The scene where Roller Girl is on the bed talking to Julianne Moore, and they're both like crying and like coked up. And they're like, she's like, do you want to be my mother? Like that kind of thing. That to me is, that's like one of the most brilliant scenes in that film, I think. Do you have any memory of that, Michael, what I'm talking about? Like Roller Girl is like a porn star, on roller skates, and Julianne Moore is sort of the old guard of porn stars that, has like a maternal attachment to her because she never had kids or blew her own relationships.
Yeah.
And the acting between Heather Graham and Julianne Moore in that scene is fantastic, and it's worth identifying and watching just that clip on YouTube. To me, that's the Boogie Nights, apart from Marky Mark taking his schlong out and, the mirror.
Right. No, I remember it being a fantastic film, but because I can't even remember it, I'm gonna have to say it doesn't really pass the muster when held up to the Cantina scene from Star Wars. So I'm sorry. Thumbs down, Dave.
Number 9.
Right. Number 9. I was back and forth on this one because it feels so cliche, but I had to go back to how I felt the first time I saw it, and it was the Ezekiel 25:17 scene with Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction.
I think that one is fantastic too. I think the only reason I would give a thumbs down is because nobody can remember the Bible passage, so it's hard to quote, unless you have like a really good memory. You can't just be like, hey, Ezekiel 5:15, I will not with the rage of my brother strike me down, whatever hell.
But even beyond that speech itself, the whole scene is really, it's a very tense scene, and like Samuel L. Jackson is just like doing his Samuel L. Jackson-esque.
Yeah, the best.
Yeah.
Frank Whaley, a young Frank Whaley is in that scene. Doesn't he like get murdered in that scene?
Is he Brett?
I think so.
Because I just remember that line, check out the brains on Brett.
That's right. That is an amazing scene, and it's pivotal in the movie Pulp Fiction because the outcome of that scene is really what changes Samuel Jackson's character's behavior and takes him in a totally different direction and a different life, and obviously makes no difference to John Travolta.
Swimming with Sharks. Remember that film?
Yeah.
Frank Whaley.
Kevin Spacey one?
Yeah, Frank
Whaley
is
equal.
Yes.
This is sweet and low.
Frank Whaley is the one who
one is blue,
tries to murder
one is pink.
Kevin Spacey in that movie. That's Frank Whaley. Very talented actor too. Now you know Frank.
I only remember I only remember Kevin Spacey from that movie.
He was.
It's been a long time since I've seen
He was
it.
sitting across from someone with the packets of sugar. That's Frank Whaley. He's on the other side of that conversation.
No, I understand, but I still don't know who that is.
All
All right.
Last on the list. So far, nothing is clearly nothing is past the Star Wars bar scene. I mean,
a couple
the last on the list.
I didn't give a decisive
The last
thumbs
on the
up.
list. I left. I left.
I mean, you don't have to be hemmed.
I left it. No, I left it empty.
Why?
And I left it up because I knew at least Mike would have some suggestions.
Oh wait.
And I wanted Mike to have ownership of this list as well.
Who am I?
You needed me to buy in.
Yeah.
Because Jeremy shot it all down. What is that thing?
I'm Hem Dazon, the alien from the homeworld Kona who pops up with the big yellow eyes, and you all know that moment.
Is that a dodecahedron you're wearing?
This is one of these plain things for your neck, but I was making a point. So you don't have a number 10?
No.
Well, might I?
But I know Mike does.
Might I offer a scene that's better than the bar at the Star Wars bar Cantina?
Oh,
yes, please.
Yeah? Okay, what you got?
Please.
Trash compactor in Star Wars. Iconic.
I totally agree.
You dirty dog, you. You dirty dog.
You are watching Generation Exile.
Really hate that sad loser, Mr. Newberger.
Who, me?